Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me on today's video. Today I will be budgeting out this week's paycheck, which is $454.53. If you are new, welcome. My name is Alex. I'm a single mom to one beautiful daughter named Savannah. She is 12 years old and I'm 32 years old, and we live in the state of Wisconsin. I am currently saving up for a house. I'm an independent contractor. I shop and deliver groceries to customers, so if you're a gig worker, you could probably relate to my budget. My paychecks are very inconsistent, and that is why I love using the cash envelope system to help me budget out each week's paycheck. It helps me stay on track, and honestly, this method has helped me save the most amount of money so far. So I hope to inspire others to try out the cash envelope system if you have not yet, or just make a budget plan in general. Alright, so let's get started. This week's paycheck was on the lower end, unfortunately. I did have a dentist appointment that took about, I had to travel out of town for it, so it took out a few hours this week, but that's pretty much it. So, a paycheck of $454.53 is kind of low for me, but I will still be setting aside 15% of my paycheck, and this goes into a savings account strictly for a house. That is $68.17 this week. After that is deducted, I am left with $386.36 this week. Then I have to deduct bills, $288 per week. I get paid weekly, so I just figure out what my bills are weekly. So after bills are deducted, I only have $98.36 that I can technically spend this week. So come watch me figure out how I would like to utilize that money this week. So $98, not a lot to work with, but I do have an envelope called Time Off and Bad Work Week, and this envelope can definitely help out with slower weeks. So I can definitely use some money out of here if I need to. I have $916 in this envelope. Obviously, I've already went ahead and counted out how much money I have in each of my categories that I have in my cash envelope wallet. So let's see how I can make this money stretch. I'm going to start off with most important categories. I would say gas. I currently have $72 in here. I like to keep it at $100. So I'm going to go ahead and add $20 so I can reach $100. And then next, I will put $20 into my personal spending envelope. I like to do this every single week. I currently have $14 in there. I have $50 that I can technically spend. I am going to put $10 into my daughter's wallet for chore money. So I have $40 left over, and then I'm going to put $20 into vacation. I know this sounds silly, but I do this every single week regardless. I currently have $646 in vacation, and my goal is to be able to save $1,000 at the end of the year. So I have $20 left over this week. Normally, I like to add money into eating out and family fun, but this is a very small amount of money to work with. And we have been eating out like every single week typically, so I think we can take a break, especially since I do receive food stamps now and our grocery budget has basically increased a lot. So I definitely plan on cutting out fast food. So I'm going to add in the remaining amount of money into household. I currently have $15 in here. I would like to get this envelope up to around $50 to $60, and that is because we are running low on toilet paper, and what I like to do to save money on household items is when Target has their promotion where if you spend $50 in household items, you get a $15 gift card. So typically what I'll do is I'll buy 2 huge packs of toilet paper that are like $18-ish, and then so I'll get 2 of those, and then I'll get either if I need fabric softener, or sometimes I get scent booster beads sometimes. So I will definitely make a Target run soon for that. So $20 into household. So household will have $35. So I'm not quite at $50 to $60 yet, but I'm definitely saving up for that. All right, you guys, well, that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for all of the likes and the comments. It really helps out my channel grow. So thanks, you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.